If these things are true, and if we are not silly and are not acting hypocritically when we say that the good of man is in the will, and the evil too, and that everything else does not concern us, why are we still disturbed? Why are we still afraid? The things about which we have been busied are in no man's power, and the things which are in the power of others we care not for. What kind of trouble have we still? But give me directions. Why should I give you directions? Has not Zeus given you directions? Has he not given to you what is your own, free from hindrance and free from impediment? And what is not your own, subject to hindrance and impediment? What directions, then, what kind of orders did you bring when you came from him? Keep by every means what is your own. Do not desire what belongs to others. Fidelity, integrity is your own. Virtuous shame is your own. Who then can take these things from you? Who else than yourself will hinder you from using them? But how do you act? When you seek what is not your own, you lose that which is your own. Having such promptings and commands from Zeus, what kind do you still ask from me? Am I more powerful than he? Am I more worthy of confidence? But if you observe these, do you want any others besides? Well, but he has not given these orders, you will say. Produce your precognitions. Produce these proofs of philosophers, produce what you have often heard, and produce what you have said yourself. Produce what you have read, produce what you have meditated on, and you will then see that all these things are from God. If I have set my admiration on the poor body, I have given myself up to be a slave. If, on my poor possessions, I also make myself a slave. For I immediately make it plain with what I may be caught, as if the snake draws in his head. I tell you to strike that part of him which he guards. And do you be assured that whatever part you choose to guard, that part your master will attack. Remembering this, whom will you still flatter or fear? But I should like to sit where the senators sit. Do you see that you are putting yourself in straits? You are squeezing yourself? How then shall I see well in any other way in the amphitheatre? Man, do not be a spectator at all, and you will not be squeezed. Why do you give yourself trouble? Or wait a little, and when the spectacle is over, seat yourself in the place reserved for the senators, and sun yourself. For remember this general truth, that it is we who squeeze ourselves, who put ourselves in straits, that is, our opinions squeeze us and put us in straits. For what is it to be reviled? Stand by a stone and revile it, and what will you gain? If then a man listens like a stone, what profit is there to the reviler? But if the reviler has as a stepping stone or ladder the weakness of him who is reviled, then he accomplishes something. Strip him. What do you mean by him? Lay hold of his garment, strip it off. I have insulted you, much good may it do you. This was the practice of Socrates, this was the reason why he always had one face. But we choose to practice and study anything rather than the means by which we shall be unimpeded and free. You say, philosophers talk paradoxes, but are there no paradoxes in the other arts? And what is more paradoxical than to puncture a man's eye in order that he may see? If anyone said this to a man ignorant of the surgical art, would he not ridicule the speaker? Where is the wonder, then, if in philosophy also many things which are true appear paradoxical to the inexperienced?